Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin has moved a little bit lower since the last video. That was in line with expectations. I highlighted to you that the downside did not quite look complete. We did get one more low that gives us a clearer bottoming structure. The price also came closer to my white target area. We're going to zoom in a minute. So that's all looking okay. I'm now watching for reversal, but I would not be surprised if there is further downside at the moment, even though we are at a key pivot. Last exit on the motorway to start a rally. Well, this is not really a motorway, it's just a, don't know how to describe this. It's one of the last possibilities for Bitcoin basically now to generate a reversal within our white wave count. Below the upper micro support level at 62,540, I will assume we're going to test the lower support area, and it is still defined here between 61,800 and 50,720. Even though I have to say, if we get one more move down, like a final washout or something, then it's likely that we're going to test the area just below the 1st of May low. So we talk about 55 K, maybe 55.5K. Another fib level points towards 58. So I think the way to narrow it down is to say like 55 to 58K, even though 58 is just above that fourth wave low, but that's where key fib level ends. Okay, so it's that area in case we form the yellow count. That means strategically, as I said in the last video, I think it might be reasonable to start adding slowly spot positions maybe in the current area, because we are in a key, at a key pivot. It's always worth understanding, okay, what are the key pivots and where? We're very close to basically the last reliable support for the white count. Those are typically great times to add positions, but carefully. We haven't bottomed yet, and I would not be surprised if there is a final washout. If we take a look at the RSI on the daily, actually, let me go to the daily chart quickly. It's not oversold yet, and we also, I mean, we're around 35 now. It could easily go to 30. It could easily go to, I don't know, it was at one point like 20 before. We have no bullish divergence on the daily. Now, Bitcoin doesn't usually form divergences on the daily. As you can see here, there are usually no divergences on the daily when Bitcoin bottoms, not necessarily at least. There was one here, but it was a very weak one. So even if Bitcoin does form divergence, this was nice actually. We need to be ready that when there is, or if there is a final washout, we might not get a divergence. So all I'm pointing out, there is nothing here that points towards a low. Okay, from a divergence point of view. Now, divergences are not necessarily predicting, but they can, in addition to the wave count, for example, they can support a wave count. Okay, what I want to highlight again is that if Bitcoin's daily RSI goes below 30, which it sometimes does, then these have historically, on the daily, these have historically been really, really good buying moments. Here. Or here, that was in November 22. Okay, it doesn't happen very often. And then also here in March 23. Those were also the times when I bought. Members know that. Those are my core positions, right, that are built in the bear market. And because the average cost is so low, there is no need for me to add much up here. It would just drive the average cost up. But still, when that happens, daily RSI comes down a little lower. Those might be more aggressive, at least spot positions, because it's just a signal. It is a signal. Now, that means we still need to be on the side of caution, because it could still go lower. It doesn't have to, but it could still go lower. Essentially, what I'm waiting for on the smaller time frame is a small signal that we're breaking above resistance, or that we have formed a 5-wave move up. I mean, you can draw trend lines everywhere. It's not so much about breaking a trend line. It's also not so much about breaking above a resistance area. It's about, do we get the right structure? I need to see a 5-wave move up, and that needs to be proven and, let's say, confirmed by a higher low afterwards. So at the moment, I still count this as a B wave. I give the bulls the benefit of the doubt. Would not be surprised if we get a final washout. I think that would actually be positive because there's plenty of space. I mean, let's assume we get another, this was a small capitulation here maybe, on the 1st of May. Let's assume we get something like that. I mean, there's so much space left in this support area, and there's just so much space left. So there's no risk, at least on the Bitcoin chart, to, let's say, get back to slide into a bear market. I shouldn't say there is no risk, but we are still so far away from the 50.7K level, which for months I've been pointing out as the key level that will, for me, let's say, invalidate basically the scenario I've been tracking, well, since we started the bull market. So it will mean we are not in an impulse to the upside. But we're far away from that. And the RSI, as I said, okay, this is the 1 hour chart, but it's already at 35. So I don't know where it would be if we go down all the way to 50.7K. I mean, we'll see. I just want to highlight we're at a key pivot now. We could turn around there. No evidence yet. We haven't even broken above resistance. The right structure isn't there yet on the smaller time frame. So, I mean, we are still on the side of caution, yeah. I'm on high alert for a reversal, but cannot confirm it. I think that's sort of how to describe it. And I just want to make you aware that we could still get a final washout, maybe. It's a bit, it's sort of that people are watching for reversal, but I don't know. Price needs to confirm that, right? So what have we seen since my last video earlier today? Before we really dive into the microstructure, let me remind you that you can still vote here on X for a video that I will publish tomorrow only on X. You can vote for these 4 coins: Turbo, IMX, Crow, Render. Turbo people seem to have overtaken Render now. So a lot of people voted already. There will be a video tomorrow. I've never covered Turbo before. Well, in the membership I did a couple of times for gold members, but it will be a video only on X. So make sure that you follow us here as well. You find the link in the description. You can vote as well. So we'll do that once a week. And these coins, by the way, because sometimes people ask, I mean, they don't come from me. We ask you earlier in the week to suggest coins, and then we selected the ones that were most named. So, yeah. Okay, looking at the short term then, in the last video we were just sort of recovering, I think, from this overnight low, and I highlighted to you, see, one more low would be ideal to give us a clearer bottoming structure. Doesn't mean it has to have bottomed now. I mean, basically hit the 100% extension level here, came very, very close, didn't exactly touch it, but came very close. I'd be happy if it turns around from here, but I need minimally a break above this resistance area. This is defined between 64,130 and 64,479. The price already retraced and reacted here to the golden ratio level. So it might very well be that we continue to slide down lower. Remember, the last few Fridays were sell-off days. So yeah, no 5-wave move up yet. Okay, no 5-wave move up yet. Even if we go to the 10-minute chart, no, nothing. So it's a 3-wave move actually at the moment. So I'm still very much on high alert. We could go down lower, and it might have already happened when you watch the video. So I'll keep you updated, obviously. You know all the support levels. You know about the risk. We could go down lower. That's why I'm always watching for 5 waves to the upside, because I need to see a structure before I confirm that a low is formed, to avoid that people get caught in traps. So that's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.